Good evening, Stallion families, and welcome to Rancho Rizal's Back to School Night. My name is Mrs. Magana, and I am the principal of Rancho Rizal. I would like to start by introducing our wonderful staff. They are dedicated, passionate, hardworking, and love teaching your students. I would like to start with our TK and K team, Mrs. Velarde, Mrs. Conde, Mrs. Schweers, and Mrs. Cope. Our first grade team, Miss Avarian, Mrs. Donovan, Miss Heron, Mrs. Narasaki, and their student teacher. Our second grade team, Mrs. Tamanich, Mrs. Hodge, Mrs. Rio, and Mrs. Huber, and their co-teachers. Our third grade team, Mrs. Stockco, Mrs. Togneri, Mrs. Seth Hunter, Mrs. Wood, and Mrs. Mulshay. Our fourth grade team, Mrs. Lothorpe, Mrs. Albrecht, Mrs. Snyder, and Mr. Zwern. And our fifth grade team, Mr. McLaren, Mr. Blumfield, Mrs. Sultani, Mrs. Vanelli, Mr. Butler, and our co-teacher. In our Learning Center, we have Miss Wheelock and Mrs. Alwick. Our speech language pathologist team, Mrs. Albritton, Miss Andrade Mesa, and Miss Chapdelaine. Our school counselor, Mrs. Casso. Our content intervention reading specialist, Mrs. Salas. Our instructional assistants, part of our special education department, Mrs. Baker, Mrs. Fitzgerald, Mrs. Ronar, Mrs. Lancaster, Miss Duran, Mrs. Meehan, Mrs. Marshall, Mrs. Mead, Miss Kidder, and Mrs. Chu. Our office team, Monica Ortiz, our health technician, Lee Ann Kelly, our school administrative assistant, and Miss Julie Feller, our school office assistant. Our custodian, Glyzander Molina, and our campus supervisors, Miss Frances, Miss Heather, Miss Bertha, Miss Mary, Miss Tammy, and Miss Sorala. At Rancho Rizal, our mission is to empower our students to learn at high levels, lead with integrity, and grow to their potential. Learning at high levels means that our students know what they are learning, why they are learning it, and how they know that they have learned it. One of the things that makes Rancho Rizal special is our social emotional learning focus. We want to foster leading with integrity in all of our students. We do this through the 7 habits of happy kids, instilling in them the soft skills necessary to be successful in life. Skills like communication, collaboration, creativity, empathy, all based on a foundation with positive behavior intervention systems, restorative practices, and our social emotional curriculum second step. As part of our positive behavior intervention systems, we have school-wide expectations. Be respectful, be responsible, and be safe. We also implement restorative practices at Rancho Rizal. Restorative practices focus on relationships, community, and responsibility. They provide a way to think, talk about, and respond to issues and problems in an inclusionary and culturally responsive way. It teaches our students to repair harm to the community and helps to hold them accountable. Especially during these times at Rancho Rizal, our focus is to build community and relationships with all our students. Our grow goal at Rancho Rizal is a focus on attendance. While we know we are dealing with exceptional times, it is important that you report all absences to our school office to ensure the safety and health of our community. However, we do ask you to schedule vacations and doctor's appointments when students are not in school. When your student is healthy, make sure they are at school and on time. There are several ways that you could stay connected to Rancho Rizal and be part of our school community. You could be a member of our school site council. Stay connected at Rancho Rizal by being a part of our School Site Council. Our School Site Council is a decision making committee that provides input on how we can better utilize our funding to provide programs for our students. Be a part of our English Learner Advisory Committee to provide feedback for our programs for our second language learners. Join me at the end of each trimester for Coffee with the Principal. Participate in our LCAP parent meetings, and most importantly, make sure that you become a member of our PTA. Now, a special message from our PTA.
Do you know the fastest and easiest way to support Rancho Rosal? It's to join the PTA. My name is Kelly Kraljic, and I am this year's Rancho Rosal PTA president. It's the start of a new school year, and global pandemic blues are still present in our community. The Rancho Rosal PTA is striving to boost morale this year and bring educational excitement back to our students. Check out our website at ranchorosalpta.org and click the Join Now button. Anyone is eligible to join: parents, grandparents, friends, neighbors, and even students. For just $10 per membership, you open a window and catch a glimpse behind the scenes. We will send a monthly newsletter chock full of information, important dates, and volunteer and donation opportunities. You may be asking yourself, do I have to volunteer my time or attend PTA meetings? As much as we would love to have you join us, joining the PTA carries no obligation. Your membership dues go directly to your students' educational experience by supporting YMCA PE, teacher and grade level discretionary funds, field trips on and off campus, enrichment activities centering on STEM, the arts, and literacy, plus so much more. Each membership also receives a spot in our VIP parking spot drawing. Each month from now until December, we will be drawing a name to win the VIP parking spot for the month. Good luck, and thank you in advance for supporting Rancho Rosal. Here at Rancho Rosal, we know how to put the fun back in fundraising. None of this would be possible without a little help from these great fundraisers. Meet us at one of our monthly ice cream socials at Rory's. Buy C's candy for some holiday gifts, collect pledges for your little runner during our Apex Fun Run, or test your knowledge at our adults only trivia night. Watch out for information about all these great events. Are you looking for ways to get more involved? We have plenty of volunteer and donation opportunities available on and off campus. We would like to introduce our Helping Hands. Our Helping Hands offer opportunities to help at school events or fundraisers in person, as COVID protocols allow. We have committee member positions that can be completed from the comfort of your own home. We even have donation ideas for specific needs, such as Legos for the makerspace, used books for our library, or chalk for the playground. Check out our website at ranchorosalpta.org and find our Helping Hands sign-up list. When visiting our website, you will also be able to browse our Rancho Rosal swag. We offer t-shirts, zip-up sweatshirts, hoodies, and masks, all in youth and adult sizes. Show your school spirit every Friday on Stallion Spirit Day. Don't forget to pre-order your yearbook as well. We sell out fast, and you won't want to miss it. Lastly, don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram for updates, pictures, and reminders of all things PTA. Feel free to drop us an email if you are interested in getting more involved, but don't know where to start. There's always room at our table. Have a great night.
Following this presentation, we will have 2 classroom presentations. Our next session will begin at 6:50. If your child receives special education services, do not forget to zoom into the Learning Center. Or if they receive speech, don't forget to zoom in with our speech pathologist. Following the classroom presentations, there is an optional Q&A session with your classroom teacher. Please keep your questions limited to classroom instruction or questions related to your child's classroom. If you have questions that are not related to their classroom instruction or classroom experience, please feel free to reach out to me via email. Thank you, Stallion families, and have a great evening.